So I've been working a lot on identifying what triggers me into places of fear, regret, resentment, basically anything that is shame, blame, judgment, and guilt. And something that I've recognized, not just recently, but over probably the last year or so, it has to do with what we consume on a musical level, and like what we are consuming through television shows or movies that we like to watch. And the one thing that I realized about myself is that music really triggers me because I connect to music, and I think that everybody does, in direct correlation with our experiences. So where we really sometimes where we're supposed to find comfort, we find comfort in music through our misery. So then in the future, when we're really trying to pull ourselves out of these spaces of shame, blame, judgment, or guilt, we want to listen to the music that we love, but if it's not creating space for release in a positive way, a lot of times it's keeping us stuck, and it takes us backwards into spaces that we don't need to visit. It also, when we listen to music, can trigger our nervous systems and dysregulate us. So today, for the first time, I was very, very aware of that, and I was putting the dishes away, and I was getting myself ready for work, and I was getting my kids ready to go to school, and I really felt the need to put on something to listen to. But I knew that all of my Spotify lists were going to be triggering in some way, shape, or form. So I said, you know what? I'm going to go to my podcast. And I don't listen to podcasts that much. I literally have short attention span. So I'll listen for, a few minutes, and then my trauma brain takes me off in a different direction. But today I was really, really, really interested in being able to focus. And I thought that I could focus on a podcast. So I did. So I started listening to the Sacred Thomas podcast on Spotify. And Sacred Thomas is somebody that I follow on TikTok that I post and share his videos for you guys. So anyway, I put that on, and it was great. It really helped me start my day, and the music that I really felt like I wanted to listen to, but I was like, no, that's not a good idea. I'm glad I didn't listen to that. And then also last night, I also felt the need to listen to music as well before I went to bed. But again, I'm like, I don't want to listen to those playlists right now. I'm not necessarily in the right mental space, and I think it'll trigger me. So I listened to a theta frequency meditation for 20 minutes. I put my bows on before I went to bed. When I was laying in bed, I put them on, and that thing knocked me out. I fell asleep. I was in a deep, deep sleep, like if I had smoked a joint or something. And I don't smoke weed, but I have done it in the past. But it was that kind of great feeling of falling asleep. And then after it was over, I woke up, and I had to get up a couple times to go to the bathroom, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to totally take myself out of this really amazing Zen place that I'm in. But when I went back to sleep, I put my hands on myself. I was flowing some peaceful energy to myself. I fell asleep, and I actually didn't wake up. I think I maybe woke up once to go use the bathroom, maybe. And then I did not even hear my husband wake up to go to work, because I have a really hard time when he gets up really early in the morning and putting myself back to sleep. But I was able to sleep through all of that, and I just had a restful sleep. I felt like a rock star today, which that in turn had made me listen to this amazing podcast versus listening to my trigger music. So just know, guys, if you're in a space and you want to listen to music and you need to cry, you need to be in a certain space, there's nothing wrong with it. So I'm not dogging on it or anything, but if you know that you need to be uplifted and you need to come out of a place that's not going to take you backwards, it's going to move you forwards, sometimes look at the stuff that you are consuming from your playlist, and also what you're watching on TV. Have a great day.